Hi, Shalom. How are you? I hope everybody's doing well. I'd like to share with you a beautiful idea about the month of Adar and hopefully about Purim. And with this, I hope we can learn some Torah together. So the Gemara says in Maseches Tanis, Amr Rav Yehuda Berei de Rav Shmuel Bar Shelas Mishmei de Rav. Rav Yehuda said, who is the son of Rav Shmuel Bar Shelos, said in the name of Rav, Kishem Shemishenichlas Av Mematim B'Simcha. Just like we know that when one enters the month of Av, we decrease the amount of Simcha that a Jew has, Kach, so too, Mishenichlas Adar Marbim B'Simcha. Then one enters the month of Adar, we increase the amount of Simcha. Baruch Hashem this year, that's for 2 months. This statement in Chazal is only mentioned once. This Gemara in Tanis is the only place in all of Shas where this idea of Mishnechnas Adar Marbim B'Simcha is quoted. Why is it so fascinating? Because of the next Gemara. The next Gemara, I know it says here on top, the Shla Masechet Tanis. The Shla is quoting the Gemara Masechet Sanhedrin. He adds words to the Gemara in Sanhedrin that we do not have in our newest updated Gemaras. But apparently in the older versions of the Gemaras that the Shla had, he added in a few words. And you'll see why I needed this quotation. The Gemara is discussing famous Rishaim, famous evil people throughout Jewish history, whose grandchildren and great-grandchildren eventually converted and were learning and teaching Torah in Eretz Yisrael. And the Gemara begins, Mibnei Banav Shal Sisra, the evil Sisra, who fought against Devorah at the beginning of Sefer Shoftim, Limdu Torah Yerushalayim. His great-grandchildren eventually learned and taught Torah in Yerushalayim. Again, the Gemara says, Mibnei Banav Shel Sancheriv, the children and grandchildren of Sancheriv, Harasha, learned Torah Birabim. They taught Torah in public in Eretz Yisrael. Who were those people? Shmaya ve'Avtalyon, 2 leaders of the Jewish people in the Tanaic period. And then the Gemara says, Mibnei Banav Shel Haman Harasha, the children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren of Haman Harasha learned Torah in Bnei Brak. And who is that? Umanu, the Gemara says, Rav Shmuel Bar Shelas. The same Rav Shmuel Bar Shelas, the only one that taught us Misha Nechnas Adar Marbim B'Simcha. When Adar comes in, we increase the amount of Simcha that we have. He is none other than the great-great-great-great-grandchild of Haman Harasha. That's unbelievable. And why is that? Why did the Hashgacha have to be in such a way? The divine providence had to be that the only person that taught us Mi Shenechnas Arda Marvin B'Simcha had to be the great-great-grandchild of Haman? I have an approach. I don't think it's a complete answer, but I urge you to comment on this video, and perhaps together we can come to a bigger approach. What I like to suggest is that it was Dafka, specifically someone like Rav Shmuel Bar Shelas, who shared the DNA of both Haman Harasha and now of the Jewish people. Someone like him who experienced in some way both sides, Haman's side and the Jewish people's plight. He was the only type of person that could truly teach us that when you enter the month of Adar, there is a new type of simcha that should be entering into our world. Perhaps only him. He was the only one that could bring this Torah into the world. But I urge you, together, we'll learn together through this video and through the comments at the bottom to get to the deeper messages of this Gemara. Have a wonderful Shabbos.